I walked into a little jazz dive off 125th and Lex. A cold wind blew through me like swinging doors, man. Beer, peanuts, dark smoke, and the smell of times gone by laid me out like I was a hit man in deep freeze. I was in the mood to get down. Not just any get down mood, man, but a funky, jazzy, get down, high life mood that would make me shake me down to the bone. Now how was I gonna do that? On the walls above the bar were pics of Jimmy Smith, Brother Jack McDuff, Shirley Scott, and Larry Young. I had come from nowhere to find somewhere. On the ceiling were old, tattered playbills of past greats: Miles, Mingus, Monk, Train, Tiz, and the Bird. They had come in the early AM over the years to jam on a tiny stage that gave birth to a new musical word, a jazzy, sophisticated, accented by a hipness in thought. A complex, amazingly beautiful musical abstraction of pure melody line. Can you dig it? I had to sit down. My head was spinning fast, thinking about the possibilities of music that Monk, Tiz, and the Bird had pushed into one fat chord. Their musical original ideas gave birth to a spontaneous explosion of hybrid scales and hip-to-the-bone, atmospherical, improvisational, thoroughly impossible, but not improbable jazz notes of wonderment that had a huge harmonic effect on our lives and souls. Man, I was in deep. There was no turning back now. You know what? I felt a tap on my shoulder. I took and looked up. Face said 2-drink minimum. I ordered a Brave Bull, light on the rocks. You got to be cool, 9 miles of blue. You got to be right, with Miles and the gang you can see the light. You got to be hip, 9 miles on a blue trail. No live music on this joint, but Lou Donaldson was lighting up the jukebox with his alligator boogaloo. My mind kept tripping back to Miles, Mingus, Monk, Train, Tiz, and the Bird. Maybe it was the ghost of times gone by or just the vibe of the room. Whatever it was, I was in the zone of thought, man. The abstract thought of musical truth. Those cats were jazz architects of the new sound dimensions that had colored our black and white lives. A jazzy soul-drenched feel that seeped in and saturated our dull existence and musically brought us closer to a love supreme. You got to be cool, 9 miles blue. You got to be right, with Miles and the gang you can see the light. So you may say, so what? Their music changed our performance in life. The force of their powerful presence leaves you spellbound. We all started to take giant steps around midnight. Yeah, 9 miles of blue.